Coming up on this episode of MSEB News, we interview a Horn High School senior about his experiences going through the band program.
We look at how West Mesquite Orchestra takes pride in the art that they create at the UIL competition.
KeOndre Lane asks seniors what advice they would give to incoming freshmen next year.
And then an interview with Horn High School art teachers about their students' work.
All this and more coming up on MSEB News.
Welcome to MSEB, live from the TEC studios.
Good afternoon, Mesquite ISD. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Anthony Perez.
And I'm Maya Youngblood, and you're watching MSEB Live, a show produced by MISD students and brought to you live from the TEC studios.
We bring you the top stories from throughout the district and take an inside look at what's happening in MISD. Let's get to our first story. Our field reporter, Emily Herrera, is interviewing John Horn High School art teachers about their students' work. Let's check it out.
Hello, my name is Emily Herrera, and today I'm going to be interviewing some art teachers at Horn High School to talk about their students.
I am an Art 1 teacher at Horn High School. I teach both 2D and 3D basic art. So at the beginning of the year, I have students do an About Me project, and you can see the artwork. It's pretty good, but it's still at a basic level. So I start teaching them the fundamentals. I teach them about different mediums, different techniques, the elements of art, and we practice doing still life. We do take students to a regional art competition. It's the Visual Art Scholastic event. This year, unfortunately, due to COVID, we were virtual. We decided to do a party here at Horn so that we could present students with their medals. This is one of the students' artwork that won the highest ranking, have the most broad range of learning abilities and disabilities. And I find that art is a really easy way to kind of reach all sorts of students, because there's no right or wrong answer when it's coming to how to be creative.
I teach 3D art at Horn High School, so I teach sculpture and ceramics. I would say my students' artwork has improved mostly just through them feeling more comfortable in the classroom and then being able to express themselves a lot more. So at the beginning of the year, they were really trying to just follow the assignments very strictly and trying to just, do what I asked them to do on each project. And now they're really incorporating their own ideas into their work. We have a visual arts scholastic event that we do every year with our students, and they are judged statewide. So that is a great program for them to get to see other students' artwork and then also work on something really important to them, so they get to decide what they do for that competition. Each student that I work with is generally on a different level art-wise with their experience. So I do try to meet them at their level and give them feedback specific to their work. So that's different for every student.
Wow, we were able to learn so much about art. I hope our students continue to get better and see what they produce next year. Back to the studio.
Thanks for the story, Emily. It looks like Horn High School has a lot of talented artists. In our next story, we asked graduating seniors what advice they would give to incoming freshmen next year. Our field reporter, KeOndre Lane, has a story.
Hello everybody, my name is KeOndre Lane, and today I'm going to be walking around Mesquite High School asking senior students what advice they'd give to freshman students. Are you ready? Let's go. My first question is, what's some advice you'd give to incoming freshman students?
Be at school, bro, and get your work done. Start off early. Freshman year is really like your platform, like your base that you want to start off with. So just take that serious.
Enjoy high school. Enjoy the 4 years that you're here, because it goes by way too quick.
To be yourself, stay close to your middle school friends, and don't talk to no juniors or seniors. They're no good for you.
Freshman all the way to your senior year, you're gonna learn a lot about yourself and really define it. So just enjoy it.
Do your work. Colleges look at everything you do from the beginning, when you step in high school.
Secondly, is there anything you wish you'd do differently?
My work.
Freshman year is when you can get into any type of clubs and you make a whole bunch of friends And that's the mistake I made, is to not get involved in the school.
I wish I would have applied myself earlier, like when I was a freshman and sophomore. So my grades would have been better than what they are now, or my transcript would look better.
Don't skip. There's no point in skipping. I mean, yeah, you ain't gonna like the classes and, you know, but you skip your freshman year, that you're bound to have truancy for the rest of high school.
Get involved in more clubs, yeah. Because I was involved in football, but I wish I got involved in more stuff.
And for our final question, what's the biggest mistake you made as a freshman?
Trying to move too fast through high school.
Probably skipping. I skipped, and I got in trouble.
I thinking everybody was my friends, and thinking like those same people were gonna be there at the end. Cause I'm a senior now, and half of those people I don't even talk to anymore. So, you know, yeah.
There it is. All the great advice seniors had to give to freshmen. Hopefully you learned something. This has been KeOndre Lane, back to the studio.
It looks like these seniors have gained a lot of wisdom throughout the high school experience. I'm glad they could pass it on to the next generation of students. In our next story, we interview the West Mesquite Orchestra conductors about how this year's UIL competitions went.
Here at West Mesquite High School, we have a team full of passionate musicians that take pride in the art they create.
Today, we'll be interviewing the conductors about how this year's UIL competition went, along with what they enjoy most about being an orchestra conductor.
My name is Ashley Montez, and I'm the head orchestra director here at West Mesquite High School. For orchestra, we prepare 3 pieces per ensemble. We perform them on stage, and we're evaluated by 3 judges. And those scores end up becoming like 1 average score. So the scores range from 1 being superior and 5 being poor. But this year, the majority of our orchestras received excellent ratings on stage and excellent ratings in sight reading. But our honors orchestra received a superior rating in sight reading, which is the highest score that you can get at UIL.
The thing that I am most proud of from teaching is getting to see my students be successful in all aspects of their lives, especially the ones that I have that have already graduated. Seeing them going and being successful in college or in the job that they choose to go into, those are always the things that I'm most proud of. More so than any contest result or any concert, like seeing my students be successful is the thing that I am most proud of.
We'll now have a look at Kevin Trin, an orchestra student who advanced to state competition in solo and ensemble.
We're currently preparing for our final concert of the year, which is our spring concert, and that is Thursday, May 12th at 7 p.m. We hope to see you there.
This has been Nick
and Ashley with MSCB News.
Back to the studio.
There are a lot of talented and successful musicians at West Mesquite. In our final story, we interview a senior about his experience with the band program at John Horn High School. Here's our story.
Today I am interviewing Charles Fryer from John Horn High School to get his feedback on his experience in band, the benefits it provides, and what incoming freshmen should know coming into the program. Here's what he had to say.
Hey guys, my name's Charles Fryer. I've been in band for the past 4 years and I play bassoon, tenor saxophone, and I'm here to tell you about all the ways band has helped me through high school and what I've learned through it. Middle school band is just a preparatory phase in band. It's like where you learn the basics and the fundamentals. It's not meant to like be what band's known for, you know. It just gets you to know the basics. In middle school, it's like you just feel like a beginner, obviously. But once you get to high school, that's when all the stakes are risen up and you meet new people and you build better bonds. You go in competitions, marching band, etc. Everything is taken out of proportion in a good way, and it just gets bigger in high school. Band helps me academically because it helps me form traits and good work ethic that I can apply, that I learned from band, that I can apply to like my homework and just how I do my daily academic life. It helps me like stay on track with things, make sure I have a good routine, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and overall just have a complete schedule that helps me just get by with school. You know, it builds better good habits. Band has a lot to offer, one of them being social skills, and coming from like middle school, I wasn't the most social of people, but like being in band, you actually introduced to a community, a little family of people, of kids who like aren't even that far different from you no matter what you think it is. And they're all really cool people, you just make cool bonds, you get to know people more, like you just make a family at school, which is cool. And then they also help you with like just expressing yourself musically. I mean, playing instruments is just a great exercise and hobby to do in your free time. It's a great skill to carry on after high school too. Band, just being in band and having like the ability to learn and play instruments, I could take that skill set and just apply it to anywhere I want to. And band has just done great things for me, and like it's helped me emotionally and it's helped me like physically too with marching band, and just like being able to like keep my health better and in good condition. And just being in band, it makes me feel like a better person and know how to be a good person for the outside world.
There was a lot to learn about the benefits, expectations, and all that jazz. We thank you, Charles, for devoting your time to sit down and inform the future generation of what to expect joining band. This has been Anthony Perez for MSEB News. Back to the studio. It's great to see students excited about getting involved in our fine arts programs in our district. It really shows how these programs allow everyone the opportunity to shine in their own ways.
That wraps up this edition of MSEB News. For more information on today's stories, please visit the MSEB YouTube channel, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook pages. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Maya Youngblood.
And I'm Anthony Perez. Until next time,
stay classy, Mesquite.
This has been a presentation of MSEB, Mesquite Student Entertainment and Broadcasting, in association with the Mesquite Independent School District Career and Technical Education Department.